some, get some, bad enough, take some.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 49, I believe it is, of Fang and the Bang with Gangrel, and I got ABD with me, Anna Block of Diaz today. She's in there. Had to go swoop her up this morning. I mean, it's not that early in the morning, but she's been tending to sleep in a little later. You changed some medicines up for your seizures and headaches and stuff like that, and got you sleeping, so it's a bit of an early morning for you. How are you today?
A little bit. I'm jacked up on an energy drink, so I am okay.
Energy drink. Speaking of drinking, I don't know when this is going to air, but today's Cinco de Mayo, right? We're filming here on Cinco de Mayo, so I don't know when this is going to air, but I think we're going to come in here. There's going to be tequila shots, you know, and we're going to like celebrate or something. And so no tequila, just coffee. But there was coffee. There's some Dunkin' Donut coffee, so that works. I can't drink tequila anyways. Anybody listens to this podcast heard my Samoan story about when I drank tequila and alcohol poisoning. So I wouldn't go that route. But I would have been mad at a Corona Light at 9 in the morning or 8:30 in the morning or whatever time.
That would have worked.
Now, you know what? Here's the weird thing is I don't know when the last time is I drank. I don't really drink that much anymore.
No, that is true.
I think I think my wedding was the last time I drank very hard. Well, when I married your mama. That was some drinking. Speaking of weddings, and Susan said, "Ask Raymond where that wedding video production stuff is." She goes, "The walk was nice and everything, but
calling him out on air."
No, she didn't ask, but she is wondering, but she didn't ask. I don't know if she's wondering or not. I think she's so busy. But what she did say is that you did an epilepsy walk in Miami. You filmed that and documented that, and I don't know if Anna's told you, but the epilepsy people foundations have reached out to her and said, "Who did that video? That's amazing. We really would love him to come work and do videos for us." We couldn't find anybody to do that, and they were super stoked. So your work is up on their sites and the foundation sites, Raymond. So again, thank you for contributing your time and skills to for a great cause, epilepsy awareness, and the Epilepsy Miami Walk, and document that. So you can check that out on, where's that at, Anna? Where would you find that?
WWOFL on YouTube.
WWOFL on YouTube. And what's the Epilepsy Awareness? Florida?
Epilepsy Florida? Yeah, on Facebook, YouTube, anything, yeah. Okay.
And there's a rumor having that you're actually going to go to work for them.
A little birdie, yeah, I might have told you.
Little birdie or a big birdie?
Excuse me. Average size birdie. Yeah.
Bird is the word. Bird is the word.
It's not official.
You can do the Coco Beware. I do the bird. You know, you do know who Coco Beware. Raymond, you know who Coco.
I know.
You know. I know why. You know why he is.
I know the name. I know the name.
Coco, the Birdman, Hall of Fame. Coco Beware. He might be he might have been the shortest guy in WWF back then in a land of giants. They were giants, like 6'8".
How short was he?
Your height?
5'4".
Well, maybe a little taller. He's short though.
Like Rey Mysterio.
But he had hops. He was good. Coco Beware. Yeah. No. He's taller than Rey Mysterio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's bigger than Rey Mysterio. He's thick. He's thick, strong. But no, Coco Beware. He's a great talent. Good guy. Where was I going with all that? So you're good. The epilepsy. WWOFL. What? WWF. WWOFL.
Yeah, on YouTube and Facebook YouTube. And everything. Okay. Yeah.
So you can check that out. It was a great thing. So. All that being said, what did I do last weekend? Where was I? I got cover over last weekend. Can't even remember where the heck. I did a lot of driving. I did a show in Orlando, a little bit north of Orlando. Then I drove like the 3-4 hours, whatever it was, 4 hours back, jumped on a flight and flew out to Limitless Wrestling and flew into Boston and then drove 2 more hours to Yarmouth, Maine. So did a show. So those are good. Hopping around. Because I'm not on Mobic, but I got to say that I've been going to Dr. Silva, right? Was it Ultra Wellness? Dr. Silva Ultra Wellness over in Deerfield Beach, Florida. And I've been working with Dr. Silva and Randy. Randy is like, I call him the muscle whisperer in there, right? So Randy's, he goes in there and he like just rearranges your muscles. He doesn't give you like, you're not going to go in there and get a massage. Like he doesn't do your whole body. He just picks a body part. He just kind of watches you walk in, and he'll go, "What's hurting on you?" And you go, "Oh, my knee." And then he goes and attacks a calf or my shin or my quad, and I'm like, "No, it's the knee." He goes, "Well, that's not what's that. The other stuff's causing the knee to hurt." So like, well, I go, "There's no ACL, PCL, and it's bone on bone." He goes, "Yeah, but whatever." So he works on it. So going into the third week, and I've been really sore because they do PRP. They've been doing PRP in my knee and that too. So combination of Dr. Silva doing his medical stuff and Randy doing his muscle whisper stuff. I woke up this morning and I go, every morning I wake up and I think, gosh, I don't want to take those first two steps as I swing my legs out onto the thing. You know, I don't know if anybody can relate to it, but like my knees and feet hurt so bad in the mornings, and you wake up and you got to go to the bathroom right away. Well, I go in there, it's crackle, pop, pop, move. It's like, like I look like the old, like the caveman thing. So I get to the toilet to use the bathroom, but there ain't no standing up for me. I can't stand up. My legs hurt too bad. I got to sit down. But this morning, I was like, oh gosh, I gotta get out of bed here. I'm laying there awake. I'm just terrified to get out of bed for a half hour. I slide out and, man, I didn't feel a pain in my ankle, foot, knee, nothing below waist down, but quads down, quads down. I was like, oh, and then I felt my back tighten up. So, but he has been working on my back. So, like when I get in there Monday, I'm sure that he'll attack that. He's mended me. The muscle whisper there, Randy, one part at a time, man. So I'm very excited. So if you're looking to get any kind of yes, I'm plugging them because they take care of me and they're tremendous people. And I'm telling you that miracles, that they're working some kind of miracles, or whatever they got going on is going on. So Ultra Wellness, Dr. Silva's Ultra Wellness in Deerfield Beach. I mean, if you're an athlete, this guy, Randy's worked on Shaq, Jeter, A-Rod. He lived with Shaq. Shaq wouldn't let him even go get sushi. Like, he goes, where are you going? Oh, we're going to order sushi. And Shaq is so big, you'd have to work on Shaq like every 2 hours. But you wouldn't know he did any of this stuff because you go in his office. There's nothing in there. He's just a dude from New York. You might see a Yankees hat hanging. You know, he's this little Filipino dude. I think he's Filipino. I don't know. Don't get mad at me if you're not. But he swole up. All swole. He's got like the tribal like type of poly kind of tattoos on him, and really cool dude. But I'll look up at him because I'm in pain wanting to tap out, and he works on UFC fighters. He works on all kinds of athletes, and I look up about ready to tap up, and then I see he's just sweating and grinding. And so I just go, okay. So he puts that work in, and then Dr. Silva on the medical end with the PRP and the different things and checking my blood and getting me balanced out. So I got to tell you, I'm on a road to recovery. I don't know if it's on a road to I'm going to keep wrestling for the next 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years. I don't know, but definitely on a good road, a positive road and a high road. So yeah, so thank you to everybody there. But you might want to think about getting in there and checking it out.
Maybe.
I mean, better to start young, maintaining those things.
That is very true.
Yeah, but so yeah, so that's good. So now coming up, I'm glad. On my back, I'm a little concerned about my back because it scares me. Ever since that 4-month run with the back, it's never really healed. But yeah, I'm a little concerned coming up. I gotta. Where am I this weekend? I fly out to
Kentucky. I think.
Fly to Cincinnati, then drive into Kentucky. I think I do a Bluegrass Wrestling Con. Then I believe I have a show that night, and then I believe I have 2 seminars on Sunday, which is Mother's Day. Got home late, and so happy Mother's Day, everybody coming up. Happy Mother's Day. Yes. Susan, I don't know when this is dropping, but happy birthday to you because your birthday's coming up on the 9th.
Birthday and Mother's Day.
And what'd you say? And don't forget Billy Fives.
Well,
Billy Fives' birthday.
Yeah, him too.
But a lot of birthdays. Susan, happy birthday, happy Mother's Day. And you told your mom, you're going to tell her. You're going to see her. You'll be here.
Of course.
You guys are going to do a 5K walk or run or something?
We are, with my brother Andy.
And where's that at, Miami?
I'm actually not sure. I have no idea. She just sent me in. I'm just like, okay, I'm in.
Okay, cool. So you got a 5K. You'll be spending Mother's Day together. That's what's important. So happy Mother's Day to everybody. And yeah, so this weekend, I got a con on all day, then a show, and then 2 seminars, and possibly a podcast with Shane Douglas, I believe. So busy weekend. I'll get home in the wee hours of Monday morning around 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m. I think I fly back in, and then reboot and reload and right back to life. And then it's a crazy week, and then out to MLW on Thursday, Friday the 13th. Yeah. MLW, and then Saturday, BTW. That's where the new brood, me and Joey Janela, take on Matt and Jeff. And I was watching Jeff, and I think I'm gonna stay in the ring with Matt. I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna grind it out with Matt. I love wrestling Matt. And then you got Matt and Jeff, and I think I gotta do. That's another podcast I'm gonna be doing soon. Is Matt Hardy's? I believe I was talking to the guy he does his podcast with, so I'm gonna go on there soon and do that. I think he's just waiting for me to call in. I just avoid podcasts. It's funny that I come here and do this one, but I don't even know why I do this one. It's because Raymond just asked me, and then I just started doing it, so it became like a habit now, like a habit I don't like. It's
every Tuesday.
It's like cigarettes, you can't quit or something. I don't know, but it's like a little nasty habit. But yeah, every Tuesday, but we're in here on a Thursday today, but Cinco de Mayo. But yeah. So I got a few of them coming up, but things are good. So that's the new brood, Joey Janela and the Hardys, and then we got a new company debut in here in Florida.
Oh yeah.
Was it Boca Raton Pro Wrestling?
Yes.
Boca Raton Championship Wrestling.
BRCW?
Yes, so C would be the Championship Wrestling. Yeah, Boca Raton Championship Wrestling. So the Black Box on the 15th, 1340. Yeah, the 15th, Sunday. So I think I'll be locking horns with possibly Bull James, maybe. I'm not sure. But they got a lot of former NXT and Impact and some current stars on some of those rosters on the show, so it should be a interesting show in Boca on a Sunday. But
pretty cool.
Very busy next couple of weeks for me. But
so this weekend you're flying out to do a couple seminars.
This weekend I'm flying to do a convention all day, a show that night, and then two seminars and a podcast.
And your seminars usually are more like on hand, right?
Yeah,
like
well,
you like to get
he's going to be a little bit more talking, I think, because the body's not going to be able to support. I don't think I could do the seminars I used to do. I'm a physical, like hands-on, like you're saying, seminar type of person. But I think it's going to be a lot more like what I broke back down into the school doing, like explaining footworks, why you're doing this, explaining different stuff. I'll probably watch matches and critique it. It just depends upon who's there and how many people and stuff like that. I don't have the logistics and the details, but we'll see. I've never every seminar I've done has never been the same.
Yeah.
A lot of guys will have a structured thing, this and that, and they cover everything from A to Z. They got their like almost like a speech they would go give. Everywhere. It's just me. I just don't like doing them. I dislike doing seminars more than I dislike doing podcasts.
Really?
But
you love teaching.
I do love teaching, but I love teaching from day one. Like when they walk in, there's other people like Sim Bodie who are really good at excelling after you've already you've gotten all that basics. Then he hones in your character stuff in psychology, he's not afraid to like. He won't disrespect anybody else's work, but he's not afraid to get in there and say, no, that sucks, this and that. I'm just like, I don't know.
Different style.
Different style.
Yeah.
Simbodi's, his wording's good for that, but he really excels with after you've been trained and then just trying to hone into where you want to be. And I'm just really like, I think my strengths is basics, the foundation and footwork. I working with Paige. That's what we did. An hour and a half of footwork yesterday. She came in with her husband Austin. Great guy. His ears are mutilated. Wow, bad.
A little bit.
Getting punched in the ears, that bare knuckle fight, and I'm like, like you do, like let's get this out the gate. We're not punching each other here, nothing like that right now. We're working on footwork. And he's like, nah, man. He was like super cool, man. They're a cute couple, almost sickening how playful they were, lovey-dovey.
A little bit.
Yeah. I'm glad your mom wasn't there to see that and think that's what we're supposed to be.
I don't know.
They're really over the top lovey-dovey.
They're a little much.
Yeah, you can tell they love each other. No, it's good. It's very good. But very happy for them. I don't think I don't know. I'm too shy to express how I feel about somebody in front of other people.
I don't know if you're a shy person.
I
think you have to.
I don't know, but they're like they were very cute and loving, and he has he has potential too. He picked up things, I guess, all the years of grappling.
Yeah.
He's pretty. I don't know, man. Watch out if he starts training too and she's training. But we spent about an hour and a half on just footwork, drop steps into feeds and different reasons and why and explaining them. So I might do something more like that possibly when I watch their matches to see where people are for the seminars this week. But feels like I've been rambling on. That hour gone by yet? No tequila, no nothing, no happy Cinco de Mayo.
It would have helped a little bit. For next year.
Raymond said it's not a holiday he celebrates. Raymond says, I've been driving all night from Atlanta. I'm 15 bangs in. There's an accident on the turnpike. Well, Raymond, welcome to my everyday world on the weekend traveling.
I'm like, this is guys just being somewhere different.
I'm going like, I got a half hour to get home, and then there's a detour that takes you through Plantation, back around. It adds another hour, and it's 3 a.m, and you've been driving 13 hours. Like, why don't drive 13 hours anymore? Let's get that clear. If anybody's listening on here trying to book me, I do not drive 13 hours.
I will not drive.
My cutoff is 5-6 because I like driving. 5-6, I don't mind the drive because of
6 is pushing it.
No. Well, here's why. Because if they offer you a flight, I'm going to spend more time. Because I'm ridiculously early to airports. So I'll be 2-3 hours early to the airport. Then I got to wait for the plane. Boy, I already got like 10 hours in a travel where I could get in the car and drive 5 and be like, bam, be right there. And then have my own car. And if I got to go do number 2, I'm pulling over and doing number 2. I got to tell me on the plane, sit down. What? So I always feel bad for the dog. And want to make sure she gets walked because I go, how she must feel when you say you can only go to the bathroom 3 times a day. Like, well, my stomach's saying that I need to go to the bathroom now. Like, well, you telling me I can't go to the bathroom? Pee, whatever. I don't know. I feel so bad because the dog's looking like, really? Like, I know it's thinking like I'm thinking, like when I'm on the plane. We're descending now, but I really gotta go, man. Like, you see, you're like, oh. Wow, it must be horrible. Picture the poor puppy dog holding it all day. Like, and it's like, okay. And it goes, I know that they walked me at 12. Somebody comes by and walks me at 12. All I got to do is make it to 12. 12 o'clock comes. Oh, what are these mofos at? 1 o'clock comes. All right, man. I'm mad, but I'll forgive you if you come in that door at 2 o'clock. They, by 4 or 5, it's like, don't even want to talk to
they're
you.
Not
like,
coming. They're not coming.
I've seen her like just start peeing in the street halfway across, trying to get to the ground. Like, forget it, let the cars hit me. Kind of like in Bridesmaid when they had the food poisoning and she had on the wedding dress and she was trying to get across the street, poop in the wedding dress on the street. Forget it, it's happening. I've been like that on a plane where I'm thinking it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Like, the ride will be waiting for me at the airport when they're rarely on time and waiting. They're like, what happened to you? Like, where you? Your plane landed 30 minutes ago. Well, didn't make it to the bathroom. Had to do a lot of cleanup there. And, like, yeah. All right, whatever. No, but I like, you get off the plane and then you got to go to the bathroom. And then some of the airports in the terminals, the men's room could be bigger than the line will be longer than the women's, like at a sporting event, So everybody's because the guys will tend to try to hold it on the plane longer. Where girls will say, "Excuse me, sir," and climb over you. Like, when I'm in the window, I'll just wait. Like, I don't want. They're sleeping. We can do it. But then when that plane doesn't land when it's supposed to land, I feel a lot like the dog. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Yeah. All right, enough of bodily functions and stuff like that. Let's move on over. So driving, yeah. So I'd rather even I don't even mind a 6, 7. I don't mind it. If it's a loop where like say Charleston, South Carolina is 9 hours or 10 hours. Mm-hmm. But I say if I drive and I start in Charleston, but then I do a show in Jacksonville or Orlando or Daytona coming down. So you hit that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're driving, and then at the end of that loop, you're 3-4 hours from home. You just go home. It's much better than trying to find airports in some of these smaller like cities and stuff that, because then you end up having to rent a car, and
that's a whole
thing. It becomes a big ordeal, and it's just much easier to drive sometimes. So a lot of the old guys will drive. Plus, driving you can think and clear your mind and stuff like that. But I mean, there has been some long drives. I've done some long drives, like Calgary, for example. I don't even know how many days that was to get to Calgary. If you look at Fort Lauderdale or Miami, you look at a map, and then you look at Calgary, Alberta. So across the United States, all the way up, and then they keep going. You go up into Canada. Now that was a long drive.
How long did it end up being?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember, but I don't. We slept just like I was riding with somebody, so we took turns driving, so there was no hotels involved. We did stop at a gym or two, just to shower, and wake up and get a workout in, shower and feel fresh. But pretty much just slept in the car while one was driving, the other's driving. But it felt like it took, I don't know, 3-4 days or something. It could have been longer. I don't know. I know coming back on the Greyhound bus, that was the worst. Like, so sold the car, sold everything to go to Calgary, chase a dream, drove all the way up there. So when we get, that was a terrible trip. Like, it was a long trip. So we get to the border, and this is the car we're in is like a Trans Am car. So it was kind of like, it has Florida plates on it. 2 blonde-haired guys in the not even early 20s. I was like 19 or something like that, 18 or 19, like whatever. So you pull up to the Canada's, where you're gonna go through immigration, customs, or whatever that, cross the border patrol. So you pull in there, and then they're like, "So what are you guys doing?" "Oh, we're wrestling." Blah blah blah. Then, yeah, okay, well, pull over here. Like, They pulled the seats out, the door panels off that car, everything looking for trucks. I'm like, and then they're like, well, they didn't find anything. They had clothes piled up in a pile on a thing. And then eventually said, work for Calgary, Stampede Wrestling. And then somebody out of nowhere goes, "Oh, I'll just give Stu a call." I'm like, the guy had Stu Hart's number. He gives him a call and he goes, "Okay, you're good to go." But they didn't put the shit back together. They didn't put the clothes back in the thing or the doors or anything like that. Held you there for like hours thinking you're like smuggling drugs into Canada from Miami or something. Like, I do not like going into Canada. People have been writing me because Canada's back open for wrestling and stuff, and I'm like, I'm booked. They go, "Hey, are you interested in coming in?" I'm like, I'm booked. Well, it's just like it's easier to go, I don't know, to Cuba or anywhere than to get into Canada. That Canada makes you feel like a criminal. I mean, I love Canada. I think it's a beautiful country. I have nothing against Canada. I have something about trying to get into Canada. They always make you. Yeah. England can make you feel like England puts you, but they don't make you feel as bad as Canada. Canada be like, everybody? "Are you sure you have never been arrested?" Well, I've been detained. Oh yeah, what was that for? Like, well, I wasn't technically arrested because I was just detained. Well, are you sure? And they take your passport or your license, and they go, "We found traces of cocaine on your money," or whatever. And like, well, it is from, I live in South Florida. I'm sure all that money has traces of something. They just like come at you, and you're like to the point, like, I'm gonna go home. I don't care if I go there or not. Oh, then out of nowhere, they're like, "You're good to go." Like,
they do that with everybody, though?
I feel they probably do it with a lot of people. But if you look particularly like myself with tattoos and the blonde hair, or wrestler or whatever, and stuff like that.
Yikes.
Yeah, no. So I tend not to even want to
go through.
I love Canada.
Like
I love doing the Maritimes. I love going to Western Canada. Vancouver. Now, when you go to Western Canada, it's not that bad. Vancouver's all right. Vancouver's like, and Stampede, because we were driving across the way back in the day, but I don't remember having any problems in Western Canada later in life. Well, I was detained at one time. We're crossing over in Canada for WWE. It was in WWE. And at the time, I didn't have the bridge made. This is when it just started. I was feuding with Edge, like, it just started and everything. Who's a Canadian. We're going in, and then the guys go, "Oh, what are these?" And I had like multiple sets of fangs, but they were the single fangs that would slide on, right? I put them in their cosmetic fangs, and because I didn't have that titanium bridge I haven't made that I have now that I've been wearing ever since. And they're like, "Well, we believe these are drugs." I'm like,
"How?"
What? Well, because they were in a vial, but they were fangs. They were just fangs, so they're little rocks. You pull them out, they're fangs. But they gave me a hard time, pulled them all out, and then proceeded to like want to do a strip search, like a strip search. But then out of nowhere, they just stopped. Right when I'm gonna start, like, they stopped. It was a rib the whole time. They were just messing with me. And that, so when they get done, then they go, "Hey, next time, don't take it easy on our Canadians." They were fucking wrestling fans. They were healing on me for fighting Edge. Like, so they, honestly, they healed so many times. I was crossing the border with Butcher Vachon, Luna's dad. Luna's in the car. Paul Vachon, Butcher Paul Vachon. We're going from Vermont into Canada. He's gonna go show us his log cabin he's been building in the woods by hand himself. Who do they want to pull out of the car? Me. Canada, like, oh, are you carrying any illegal substances? No, I have some chewing gum. Going over there with her dad. Her dad is older man, a wrestler, and he crosses the border every day. And then they proceed to pull me out and gonna do the whole full Monty on me there. And he had to come in, and he just started cussing at him, and then he cussed him. And then they just let him go. They were just, I don't know. I just guess I have a look, Canada. I don't belong to Canada. I love Canada. But
they just don't want you there.
I don't think they want me there. Not once did they ask Luna, because she was with her dad because they were Vachons. They didn't ask her anything. Who any other time she can't get into Canada because of she had got a DUI back when she was like 18 or 19 or something. So like that stuff stays on your record. Canada doesn't mess around. They don't want any kind of felony coming across that border or anything you've done. So you got to get that stuff expunged and yeah, you got to get it all right. But I love Canada. I have a lot of beautiful, lovely Canadian friends and people that I enjoy dearly. And but I don't like going over there if I don't. Just because of the border. That's all.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can just sit in the back seat and hand your passport and everything goes okay, but most of the time it's like, yeah. But that's that. That's traveling. So yeah, I drove all the way to Calgary. We got in there. They pulled it apart. They're in wrestling. Worked for a while up there. Trained in the dungeon. Didn't have no money. I had to come home. I came home on a Greyhound bus. Now I won't do a bus again.
Why is that?
Why is that? Have you ever taken a bus anywhere out of the state?
Out of state, no.
I think that took me over 5 days to come home from Calgary to Miami on a Greyhound bus. And then I watched a guy, we got to Chicago at one point, a guy got off and got robbed right there.
Right there,
right there, yeah. They took his wallet right there to get back on. I was just, holy crap. I didn't have any money to get robbed. I was coming home broke. I had enough money to get a soda out of a vending machine at each stop over after a day. I came home with like no money, but yeah.
At least they couldn't rob you if you had nothing to give.
No, they probably looked like I was gonna rob them at that point. Hungry, poor guy, like coming up there, they're like probably thinking, "Look at this, right here, danger, stranger danger." But that's that. I don't know. Raymond wanted me to talk about travel, so it actually came up, but I didn't really cover much because I can't remember. I got to be in the mood to tell all that whole story, and there's some long stories there, but.
Well, it's a hell of a story.
Yeah, I think you're just half asleep, so it seems like
You're
like, oh my gosh, will you just stop talking and will this wrap up? Is there an hour or two gone already so we can get out of here? You're gonna go to the gym from here, right?
I'm aware, yes.
Yeah. Buys and tries, baby. Buys and tries.
Yes, buys and tries.
All right, so I got Dunkin' Donuts in my hand, and speaking of Dunkin' Donuts, the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence, Rhode Island, you got Backlash coming up. I have never, tell you about Rhode Island. I have no luck in Providence. No luck in Providence, no. But
why is that?
I'm wondering if the Bloodline's going to have much luck against, who they got? Let's see. Bloodline and I don't even care, to be honest.
RK Bro.
RK Bro and McIntyre. You got Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. God, hopefully Seth doesn't lose again. If he does, it's got to be creative. McIntyre, RK Bro, and the Bloodlines. Huh?
Why again?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're gonna go. But I mean, I like Seth Rollins' deal, how he is now. I dig all that groovy kind of thing. AJ Styles versus Edge.
That'll be good.
So I haven't seen much of the House of Black stuff. So people are House of Black in AEW. Malachi Black or whatever he's calling himself. People were saying when Edge and Damian Priest got together and the things that they're ripping off House of Black. I don't know. It is similar but different. So weird. I don't know. You haven't seen it yet?
No, I haven't.
House of Black came out. They got Brody Lee, whatever, the big Brody guy with the tattoos. And then they got the other kid that Buddy Murphy that's come over. He's in there, and then Malachi Black, Aleister Black, or whatever, Malachi. But I don't know. They sprayed mist in Julia Hart's eye, and it's like they're trying to get her to beat up Brian Pillman and turn evil. It's kind of like the old Florida Championship Wrestling where it just looks like they're gonna turn her evil, like Kevin Sullivan turned Luna evil. Took this nice innocent girl, and made her this mutated dark thing. So a lot of times when I'm watching stuff, they just recycling Florida Championship wrestling angles and NWA stuff, but Florida had some really great angles like that, and that's where that looks like it's coming from.
Oh,
And so that's where that stuff there, it goes black, they're up, they're black, they're wearing weird masks and stuff. But Edge is, it's more of a like I don't want to say corporate ministry. It's more, it's different. They're the same but different. So I don't think they're copying each other. It's just
happen to be
there's two different
similar.
mindsets, but it's just because they're like darker angles and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it's interesting. The House of Black's interesting. I dig it a little bit. It's just I don't know the production in WWE. So no, I mean nothing against AEW, but WWE's like they're OGs, so their production is just over the top.
Yeah.
They make everything just seem so much. It could be bad. It could be like and I'm not Edge and Damian Priest are not bad by no means. A fan of them both and fan of that whole faction. Don't get me wrong, but I mean they could take. I don't know, man. They could take Just Joe, little Joe from the school out there, Joe Garcia. Joe,
Yep.
serial killer Joe. Nobody else here knows, but you know what I'm talking
full
about.
name Joseph?
Joseph Garcia. I don't know what it is. Something like that.
Joe Garcia, yes.
Joe Garcia, and make him. He could have no talent in the world. They could stand him right there on the stage and make him a superstar somehow. Somehow, if they really wanted to. Just
Which
like
is not the case because he is talented, but I understand what you mean.
you talking about the same Joe I'm talking about.
Yes. we
Okay.
are.
No, Joe's cool. But I'm just saying they can make somebody superstar. Kind of like Raymond relates to music. It would be like in the the 90s or the late 80s or 90s where they go, well, I can just make anybody a superstar. Ooh, watch Backstreet Boys, or they'll just take a singer or a girl. We'll go get a waitress out of a Denny's and watch. We'll make her a big pop star, and they can. It's like WWE has that ability with their production and stuff like that and storytelling to get anybody across. When they leave there, can they be a star? Is the question. They have that star power, but can they carry it, the load, and continue on? But they can. They can make anybody look great, but not that Edge and Christian. I mean, not Edge and Christian. Christian. I don't know what Christian's doing over in AEW. I was watching something today. He's beefing some group. But Damian Priest and Edge. Yeah. So very cool. They're more like, I don't want to say corporate ministry, but in a sense they're devil's advocate. They're like like the movie Devil's Advocate, like kind of like the clean corporate world, like the suits being weighed and judged and I mean they've taken a little bit of a little bit from all the cool movies, different things like you being tried, weighed, and found wanting. You've been judged and found wanting. Stuff like that. Weighed, found. You know what I mean. I don't know what I'm saying, but I know what I'm trying to say. But it's not coming out.
I had a question.
Oh gosh, like we won't even run down the rest of this card because we don't want to know about Bianca versus Sonya Deville. What's going on right now?
Okay, if this is Edge's last year. Does he retire as a heel? Like, that just feels like wrong. Like, he's kind of playing this heel role.
Who said it's his last year?
It just feels like it.
It feels like it. So
you
well,
don't
who said?
actually-
Who said?
you don't actually-
Like-
You don't actually
I feel like if
know.
you put this much investment in this stable, it's gonna last for some time.
Then why are you saying he's retiring his last year as
I'm
a
saying
heel?
that, like, meaning he's gonna stay in this to the end. How does he get out of the? I don't think he's gonna retire as a heel. That's just my opinion. But I just wanted to know how you feel.
Do you think he'll retire as a heel?
Why not?
I don't know.
Who says he's retiring though?
No,
we
I
keep
didn't
saying this, like-
say that.
I'm more curious to what Beth Phoenix is teasing on her things, like
What do you mean?
because her post, she's getting in really good shape, and she's saying big things are coming and stuff. So
She's gonna return and then
I don't know. I don't think she'll in that group because she'll say he's not all evil. She'll have a picture of him, and I'm trying to look at things, and I'm like, but I don't know. She could be doing a movie. She could be doing anything, or could she be the member in there?
Do they have a name or they're just no, they don't have a name, right? They're just Edge and friggin'
Damian Priest, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure they call it anything yet. But
that'd be kind of cool if she returned and like
I don't know. I'm just saying she's looking amazing right now. Like
I have to look into that now.
she's got some traps to her ears. She's delts kicking
but
out.
she's always like
Yeah,
been
but she's
in
like really
great
like leaning
shape.
out and looking really good. Like
Nice.
like really like just looks like the.
She's really
I'm not
great.
sure, because when you're dieting, and sometimes you can be lighter, you look bigger. So I don't know. I'm not like trolling her pictures, but it pops up in my thing, and once in a while, like I told her, "Oh wow, looking good" or something, and she put "vintage athlete." I just laugh. I go, "Oh, you look fabulous. You look tremendous," because she really looks good. And I don't know what she's got, but she does keep teasing that there's something big coming.
I want to check that out now.
Yeah, go on there. You should follow her. She's a really cool. Write her, tell her you're my daughter. She'll say hello. Maybe she'll give you some bodybuilding tips because she's really like dialed in with all that stuff. All that body stuff like that and everything.
Well, she looks
Look,
great.
I think she got Edge back in shape.
Yeah.
But I think he has a garage or something in his house, or like a garage. I have a gym in his place because during COVID, when he made his comeback, it was during COVID, so there was no gyms or anything you could go to or anything. So I think he trained at home. So like, I'm sure they got a set up and fitness program.
There's a couple of videos of like Triple H and like what's her name again? Stephanie in there, the same kind of thing, and like in their garage, and they have like this whole entire gym, like.
Well, they have money. They can buy a whole entire gym.
I'm just saying.
Their garage is probably the size of my house.
I'm just saying, like, no wonder they both look great, and it's like it's just.
Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, but Beth is looking amazing. She looks amazing. So, yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. It's because it's one of those days. I'm only in here briefly. Raymond's probably just going to chop this up and pull clips out of this because not much going on here. It's episode 49. It's going down. What else? Anything you want to talk about? Do we have anything in Pandora's box? Or are you reading on it?
I was just checking her out.
Oh, go ahead. Check it out. What do you see on there?
Oh, no.
How is your reinvention going?
Reinvention?
Of me?
Huh.
Revamping, he means.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean, but I don't know.
You gotta use a cool word like revamping.
I don't know how to answer that. Have I changed much?
I don't know what's going on in your head. You've been quiet lately.
I have? Is that a bad thing?
No.
I don't know.
I don't know what you... she's ordered gear, but I don't know what...
Yeah, it's not really a new look. I'd say it's a new color. But it's the same camo. I mean, it's all just.
Gear's one thing, but it's a mentality and an attitude in the ring, So,
yeah.
So you gotta. How's that?
How's that going?
Yeah.
I feel like I've kind of done the same thing. Just I go out there angry and just yell when I get frustrated. I'm not much of a talker when it comes to being in the ring.
Why don't you go over some stuff? When I see your matches and clips and things, I mean to talk to you. And I've spent most of my time with you more than I do your mom. But there's some things that I could point you in some directions, whether you want to use it or utilize that advice or opinion. My opinion.
Please.
Yeah. But we don't have to get onto it on here.
Why not? I want to know now, though.
Well, one, you're still selling your own headbutt too much.
I don't go down to a knee anymore, though. I used to be so much
two,
worse.
You cover your hand or your face too much, and now everybody else in the school is doing it. Joe took a back bump and sold his face.
Okay, so that's not.
That's
not my
it's
fault,
getting up
though.
because they watch what you do. They watch other things. They watch people that are trained ahead of them.
But I'll sell my face if I get hit in the face.
Yeah, but
it could be too much.
It's too much. You guys always cover up. And where's your money?
Face and
your
you
face
invest
is your
in
money.
The
Where's the bank?
Camera.
The camera. You gotta invest that
bank.
face in that fucking. Excuse my language. That camera. That camera, and invest your money to make money. Or, that's where you're. That's where people are gonna connect to you. That's what they're gonna see. But if you're covering it up all the time,
of course.
When you had hair, you always covered up. Now that you have the short hair, you're not covering your face, so you see more facial. But you come up big and stuff. But it's just little things. I'd have to sit down and break it down to you. But we're gonna start doing that in the school a lot now. Just gonna go over the show. So get them to get the show and. Even the beginners, whoever's in there today, it's just gonna have to be a day a week where we go over things and break down matches because people are.
We used to do that.
So much is going on when they have 150 shows a year and 6-7 shows a month plus training and in my schedule. It's just I can't watch everything and remember to get back to everybody on it.
When you had your school, we would do that. Like you would run, or we would have one of the more advanced students run the ring, and then you would take them into a room with the monitor and go over their matches from the shows and stuff. which was always very helpful.
Yeah, because then you don't miss stuff and you can point it out
Yeah.
and stuff. But when you're trying to do it by memory from the show, it's like
That's impossible.
so much goes on and people are talking to you when you're trying to watch something.
Yeah.
You try not to be rude and stuff like that. But all right, so I'm gonna eye rake you on that. So don't sell your face, sell your eye.
Yes, and headbutt less.
What's in the box?
Okay.
Because I know we're on a little bit of limited time. Not because I got tacos to eat any Cinco de Mayo anywhere or tequila to drink. It's just I got things to do.
Things to do. Okay.
Things to do. What's in the box? I'm supposed to say it like that. People are probably tired of hearing that.
Okay. Was it difficult for wrestlers to respect Shane and Stephanie McMahon due to them getting their jobs by default because their dad is around the company? This is from Madalik_Red.
I don't quite understand that. First of all, they're not like brother and sister. Who'd you say? Stephanie and Hunter? What did it say?
No.
Shane?
Oh, Shane McMahon and Stephanie McMahon.
But I thought you said Hunter just now. Did you read Hunter? No.
No.
No, it just means
it's from Madalik_Red.
All right, so they're asking about, is it hard to respect Shane and Stephanie?
Yeah, because they can't.
Well, no,
They're saying that they got the job handed to them.
No, I don't think they got anything handed to them. Would you want to be the daughter and son of Vince McMahon? No. What I'm saying is no. There's nothing handed to them. That wrestling, their life's probably been stolen from them. There was nothing handed to them. They had to live with wrestling 24/7. Probably came down Christmas Day to see their dad, and he's probably having a writers meeting, writing stuff So I don't think anything was handed to them by default or anything like that. I think anything they get, they deserve. Because and it may not seem like that to the average eye unless you worked in that system and know how demanding and how 24/7 Vince McMahon is. There's nothing been handed to them. If anything, they earned the right to take that money and sell the company and run when he passes away, if they don't want to do that. Because I am sure, as much as they love their dad and everything else, they have been put through hell and back on behalf of professional wrestling. And if you go back to even the scandalous things like the steroid trials and this or that him always being on the road, no, they deserve anything they got. Maybe they don't. Maybe in a wrestler sense, should he be on pay-per-views, wrestling, if he hasn't done this and this and that? But who the hell else is going to jump off the top of things? If he's crazy enough to jump off the top of them, so be Shane. Jump off the top of it.
He's probably thinking if nobody else is going to do it, I am.
And there's nothing better than a heel character, the daughter of the boss being a heel or whatever. That all works. No, I don't think anything was handed to him or defaulted to him or anything like that. If anything, I think they deserve a lot more sympathy, and they may not see it like that because that was their life. That's what they grew up. That's what they know. 24/7.
They got stuck with that kind of.
Well, they were born into it. It's their birthright. It's not a default. It's their birthright. They paid the price for it. Any king in the 1800s or whatever, like the son, any day they could get beheaded, along with their dad and kill off that dynasty, So they've always got a target on their back. Always people are hating on them, this and this and that, no. I think they deserve everything they get. I would never once stop. If anything, I've always go, oh man, they've never known any other life but this 24/7 grind and hustle. But they made the best of it, and they're doing the best they can. It's what they know. So, but I don't think it's no easy ride. You take me or you or anybody from a normal society and plug them into that, they're gonna have a flipping meltdown. They're gonna have a meltdown. It is way more intense, way more of a workload in any normal society. Money just kind of eases it because you get better shoes to wear, so your feet don't hurt as much when you walk, or your sheets are a little bit nicer for that 1 hour that you might get to sleep. Or you fly in a little bit better seat on an airline, or drive a little bit, or you get driven to shows while you can eat your prep meal in the backseat of a limo.
Yes.
But
sounds nice.
But is that worth all that you trade it out for that? But if you love it, you love it. They were born into it, so it's their birthright.
Well, I'm sure, also
try not to sneeze, by the way.
I'm sure their dad.
No, it's tickled me. What does that mean?
Bless you.
Bless me. Oh, excuse
Bless
me.
you.
Yeah.
I'm sure their
Does that mean I'm gonna get money or anything? Is that like a good luck sneeze? Like,
So
am I gonna get some McMahon money? Or
yes,
something
I've
like
heard that it's the demon leaving your body.
Yes, I've said
Or that someone is thinking of you.
Well, only one demon left. Which demon was it? Like, get back in here, you son of a demon! All right. Somebody was probably thinking about me. It's probably your mom. She's always thinking about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
much.
that one person that's always thinking about me.
How did Luna managing GoldDust come about? And what was her relationship with him like? This is from Sammy _ 82.
They were crazy. I don't know. They were all like freaking crazy.
That's an interesting pair.
Yeah, no,
That's
and then it was like two. It was like was it after the oddity? It was before the oddities. Was it after Bigelow? Might have been. I don't know if it was before or after. I don't know. I remember like she was telling me like Dustin or GoldDust, he would have that ball in his mouth like a sex ball. They'd be like they came out on leashes and stuff to the ring. If you ever watched it, it was like it was edgy, very edgy, edgy, like SMM type of thing. Like it was weird, like freak on a leash.
Would that
I think it was
worked?
like Fred Corn's freak on a leash. You know, like
would that have worked nowadays if they did
not
that?
PG, no, but I mean, there's no,
Did it work then?
I don't think so. Well, no. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure there was some people that enjoyed it. Dustin, he's a great worker, but and Luna. But at the time that this was all going on, that like there's a lot of the craziness of entertainment world and pro wrestling, and I didn't have a job at the company there yet, but one time she was riding with Dustin. I was coming on the road. She's like, "You just ride with us, whatever." And I got in that car, and I thought they were married. Like,
really?
Oh, they just fought like back and fuck you and F you and you eat my ass or whatever. I mean, like crazy shit back and forth to like she's slamming doors and getting in and out of it. I didn't drop me off, and I got a rental car.
Did you really?
Oh fuck yeah! Got a rental car. Couldn't drive with those psychos.
Why were they fighting so much?
Well, I believe they both battle different mental illnesses and chemical dependency at that time. So with all the things mixed and the fueling like this crazy characters they're in and just life and not sleeping on the road, blah blah blah. It was too much for me. I was like, I loved her and everything, but I was like, I can't do this. And like, I've gotten my own rooms away from her on when we were traveling. Sometimes.
So their relationship, that's how it was. Just
no, they were good with each other. They just fought. Like it was just they were like I couldn't rest or have a peace of mind. I know when I was going to drive the car into a wall or something and then I think Dustin was always driving at that time, and I was just sitting in the back, and it was just insane. But no, Dustin's he's an amazing talent. You know, the GoldDust thing, that was cool, but that was a weird era there where they were together with the whole carrying him out on a leash and stuff. But then it went into like then it evolved. Things evolved along, and then she ended up in the oddities, which some people think were strange, but I think oddities is they made her a princess, which I don't think she knew how to took, but then she embraced it. Like she was called Princess Luna. She used to carry a little wand out and dance around.
I can't see
and,
that.
And no, you wouldn't think it. And then I didn't think that she was going to take to it, but she did. And I think she probably at the end had her most fun in the oddities, because she just didn't care anymore. When she stopped caring so much and just started making the best of it, having fun. Because she takes wrestling so serious, like she's so serious. And Dustin's a tremendous wrestler, and he's still wrestling. Right? He just had a match with CM Punk, didn't he? Yeah. I didn't see that. I got to go back and watch that, but I'm sure it was tremendous. I'm sure it was. That's too amazing. Speaking of CM Punk, what the hell, man? So I get home from Tuesday nights. I liked my son as a son of anarchy. He's like, I got a few shows I watch. I don't have much time, but I'll push my bedtime limit. So I come in about 11 from the school, and I got Mayans are on now. They're the spinoffs, whatever. So the Mayans on FX, and I'm like, I'm gonna settle into Mayans. No wrestling, just gonna watch Mayans and decompress. That's my hour, and then I go to bed. It's Tuesday night. I stay up a little later just to watch it, And I'm watching it, and I go, oh man, CM Punk was on there.
Really?
Yeah, he was playing like a brother or a military guy. I think it was a brother. I I got to go back and watch it because I was half asleep, and then I was like more shocked at like, what is CM Punk on
Was he
here
any
playing
good?
like a brother of a biker, or they were all in the military together. I'm not sure, but it came across more like their brother. But they could have been just like, hey brother, what's up, brother?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but yeah, he had like a. It seemed like the whole role was kind of written around him to be in it, and kind of explain the guy's little backstory that like some crap went down in like Vietnam or somewhere or something.
But
somewhere, I don't know.
He was good. Like
It was all right. It was just
never-
weird to see CM Punk.
Yeah,
But he fit in with all his tattoos and you know, and bashed the guy in the head with a beer bottle. You know.
fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was- but I was like, man, no wrestling. I don't want to nothing. And there he was, CM Punk.
It
in
just
it.
ruined your night.
No, kind of took me off guard because I had to go back and watch it because I just was more like, what? What is he? And then I was like going, because then I started thinking like, can I get into him? Is he better than like trying to watch Stone Cold in movies? Because when I watch Stone Cold in a movie, I just see Stone Cold, you know. But The Rock, I'm gonna tell you, I don't see The Rock when I watch a movie. Rock, I don't know. For a lot of people, I don't know. Rock, I could watch.
He kind of adapted.
I can watch Dwayne Johnson and stuff and
Yeah.
not think of like, can you smell what the? I don't think that, but you know, John Cena is
John
hard to
Cena's
watch.
John Cena.
John Cena, it's just hard. Like Hulk Hogan, Mr. Nanny, all that. It's just Hulk Hogan, but The Rock kind of goes over. I mean, Randy Orton and Marine, it was just Randy Orton to me. So it's really hard when they cross. In my mind, when I'm watching when they cross over, but like The Rock, I forget that he's The Rock, even though he's pretty much The Rock. Like, but I get into his characters and I
Yeah.
forget, but. Maybe CM Punk was too short of a thing. So I don't know. I got to go back and watch it. I think I was just like, whoa, what's CM Punk doing on here?
Caught off guard.
But yeah, because I don't read social media, so I'm sure it's probably been all over news things or something that he done it or something. But like,
Well, good for him.
unless I'm a complete idiot and it wasn't CM Punk, but I'm pretty sure it was CM Punk.
I mean, I think if it caught you off guard like that, you would know. It's like you know, you would know, huh?
He was half asleep.
True.
I was half asleep, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, but man, like the Mayans, you don't watch any of that stuff. Yeah?
No.
Your mom just she gets up and looks out there and just shakes her head.
Yes.
It's back in.
Yesterday, Juan was trying to get me to watch The Purge.
Which
but
one?
And yeah, I guess the
You
first
know,
one.
you know, what reminds me of The Purge.
Who?
Raymond. He'd be one of those
Really?
ones that would support something like that. It's The Purge. We're gonna go kill for 12 hours and not be tried and held guilty for
Oh,
anything.
and then I was like, no, because I'm gonna fall asleep, and I actually wanted to like watch it, but then we settled on Blacklist, some crime.
No, Blacklist. I like Blacklist. We got to go all the way back to the beginning and back, but that's like 30 seasons or
I still
something.
fell asleep.
No,
Reddington?
yeah. Oh, you just like him because you got your name Raymond.
I know. I watched the beginning of it, and I knocked out.
Blacklist is good. But Purge, you're talking about Purge the movies though.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just had the last one like they were like
But he was
Dallas or something or Texas
He was
Purge.
trying
I
to
didn't like that one.
explain how like they came out in a certain order, but they're not in order of years or something.
I think you know,
Like, does that make sense? Like,
yeah. They just hop all over. They just keep making them. They go to different time frames. Like the first one was already they've been doing the Purge, and the second one they went back to where the Purge started.
So do you want to watch them in order that they came out, or in order from like the time periods, or does it really not matter?
I don't think it matters at this point because they kind of always explain it. But if you watch them in order, you kind of know the government. Or the second one, the first one, you realize, yeah, the government's behind all this and they're trying to multiply the kills to make this holiday stay because whatever, they're getting rid of like what they consider the lesser people in the world. Like they're out there criminals killing each other. You know, it's population kill and gets down crime, But I'm not into them. I watch them though. I watch them. I'm not into them, but I mean, but so I'm trying to explain it. But then the next one, I think, or the third one, or the next one, explains and shows you how the government orchestrated it and stuff like that. And it's just kind of like sad. But I mean, I like movies where there's like kill scenes. It's just slasher to me. Like I just like watching people kill. I watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I mean, it's just,
I haven't seen that one yet.
but
What was the
watch
movie
one with
that-
Jessica Biel.
That T told me to watch. That Lakai.
What Lakai?
You and Lakai saw this saw some movie the other day at practice. It was mentioned. It was like a gangster movie or something.
What? Okay.
I don't know. You mentioned it while you were
gangster
teaching.
movie, Training Day.
No, not Training Day. I know Training Day.
Oh.
What's a different movie? I forgot the name.
But it was a gangster movie.
It was like about drugs and shit. Like,
Scarface?
No, not Scar. You mentioned it somehow when you were training, and then T was like, "Oh, that's a good ass movie," and then yeah, no.
No, I don't remember, but no, I watch a lot. Like, yeah, no. I like a good gangster movie. Most of them do have something about either prohibition, drugs, alcohol, or something.
That's gonna bother me now. I'm gonna have to figure out what it is.
Well, yeah, because if T watched it too, like I don't remember. I remember having a conversation with T, but I don't remember what movies. Because just for people trying to figure out why things get referenced, it's a lot of times when I'm teaching people how to connect with crowds and stuff, I'll pull scenes from movies and different dialogues and say, this is, look how they get this thing across. Like one of my favorite, and people may not agree, but I beg to differ, and I'll ride this out till I take my last breath, is Denzel. I love some Denzel Washington. And in Training Day, there's a scene where Ethan Hawke shoots Denzel in the ass, right? And he goes, "Oh no, you did just shoot me in the ass," like so. That sell that Denzel does covers all sells.
Because he was selling it, but
because
he was
you're
angry
selling, you're paying, but you're angry, but you got intent. I'm gonna fuck you up, man. So it covers everything in a sell, like in a package right there.
You tell all the students.
So even if you take one shot and your head gets rocked back to the right. Even when I'm in the ring now, because I'm teaching it so much, at a show, I'll be like, "Oh no, you didn't just hit me in the head," like, and I'll come fire back with something like, "No, man, this is what Denzel's over. He always does. 80% of the time, Denzel does the job at the end of the movie, dies or anything. Even in Fallen, he thought he killed the guy jumping spirit to spirit or whatever, like the evil guy, but then a cat came along, and so Denzel smoked a cigarette to kill himself, and then the demon jumped into a stray cat, and like, so Denzel even did the job there. Like there's some bad Denzel movies. There are some bad Denzel movies.
I need to watch more.
Equalizer doesn't do the job. He got over twice in Equalizer.
The first
but
one,
Training Day does a job. Man on Fire, he definitely does a job.
So good. That movie's so good.
Yeah, but yeah, no, Training Day, that particular scene when Ethan Hawke shoots him in the, I think that's like Denzel's. I love that movie, Training Day. Like that's just a tremendous movie. But that's how when he goes, "You're not gonna shoot me ass. You know what that smells like? Pine oil, boy. Pine oil. You know what that smells like? Death." Like,
what about when Martin got shot in the ass? No.
Martin Lawrence.
He got shot in the ass in Bad Boys. Is that a good?
Yeah. Oh, my penis isn't working. He got clipped in the ass. He didn't get. He just got a flesh wound. What do you know about Bad Boys? I love Bad Boys, but Martin's one. I love the Martin show. I'll watch. She knows that. I'm always watching Bad Boys and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'll put it back on to be on. I'll click it on because I like Will Smith. I like Martin Lawrence. They're good. But Denzel is my go-to for selling. Like, if you don't know how to sell like something, you get punched. Just watch that scene. That emotion he gets across. It covers everything, all ranges of that spectrum, back and forth. So yeah, thank you, Denzel. I appreciate it. Thank you, Denzel.
We appreciate it.
All right, what's else in that? And that movie, Training Day. That's when you get to see what's her name, naked boy, flopping around. Oh no, I'm just saying, like she's in a couple of Denzel movies. She was in is it Out of Time? No, Out of Time. No, Deja Vu. No, not Deja Vu. She was in Out of Time. Whatever one where he's in the Keys and he's kind of a crooked cop and the money got thing. But whatever. Go on.
Okay.
Eva.
You're close with the Samoans. I wanted to know if you had any interactions with the late Umaga.
Yeah.
This is from Curve Solo.
What's up, Curve? Sure, I did. Back they were like 3-minute warning. He's not with us. Eki and Maddie, they were at the tag team 3-minute warning. He's not with us. He ended up being Rosie at the end of his career. They're both gone. Tremendous losses, tremendous talents. Last time we were on the Australian tour, that Reno Anawai, their cousin put together with Kishi and myself through Knox Pro Entertainment, and it was a really great tour. I mean, to this day, the wrestlers come up and just say that's the most amazing tour that was put together. And was on the tour with them there. And I don't know, he was, I think he was getting ready to go back to WWE. He was training really hard in his rooms because I used to hear all this boom, 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 like in the room. And then I asked, like, because he was in the room next to me. We were in the same hotel for a couple of days that particular time. And I said, what are you doing in there? Like, moving furniture, partying? No, P90X. He's in there working out. And I don't know. We came home from that tour not even a month later or something. I'm not sure what it was. And he passed away. It was tragic, but he was a great guy. Yeah, he's a really, really good guy and a great loss. And it really makes me sad to think about it. So, yeah, hopefully he's resting in power somewhere and chilling, But all right, so that's it for the box.
That's it.
Oh yeah, I told him it was a short show. Raymond kept his questions short. Usually he stacks about 5, 6, 7 in there, and they're like 5 paragraphs you're trying to read. Yep. Throws the orange light on and writes in an orange pen too. He used to do that to Kid Cadet. I think he did it on purpose.
Writes in an orange pen?
Yeah, he puts that orange reddish light on it and writes it in an orange pen. So you just can't even see what it is. Like he's over there like pulling little ha-has, I think. No. He won't never admit it, but he is. But all right, everybody. Have a happy Cinco de Mayo's already happening, so hopefully you survive Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. All you mothers out there have a tremendous, tremendous Mother's Day. Susan, happy Mother's Day. Susan, happy birthday. Woo! Yeah. Say it's your birthday. Are you gonna do the 50 Cent version? It's your birthday. No. Yeah, she's like, what? 50 Cent? No, I want $1. Who's $? Well, there's a rapper called Dollar too. Holla, holla, holla if you want. Never mind. So I don't know what that's all about, but that was episode 49. Want some?
Get some.
I don't know.
Take some.